Y'all see that face? That is a face of a liar and a person that's a ball of confusion and contradictory. This woman, excuse me, is out here in the damn park. Now, you ain't took a bath. Now, this is what's killing me. You got your ass at the park and they got a whole shower, bathroom set up. It looks very clean. And yet you won't go wash? And you parked your van close enough? That's trifling. That's just trifling. And even now, she's supposed to be going to wash. She took her bags and put them in the shower room and left back out to walk around. I'm like, does she have some adversity to water and soap? But what she called herself doing, oh my goodness. Yeah, I got your number now. Y'all just finished eating. I cleaned the bones. I had some rice and gravy with chicken and some spinach. I love spinach. Fresh spinach? Yeah. And I made Parker some liver and rice and some broccoli, which he was very happy. But I have figured out what she did. She called the tiny home people because Bob Wells is not tiny homes. People were telling me that those are two different channels. And so Bob Wells, I guess, it did the van, and then Tiny Homes did the tin can. So she managed to get them to come look at the tin can. That's probably why she didn't sleep in there, because she wanted it to stay just like that till she could get those people to come and check it out. Then, no matter how much her subscribers talked about why she wasn't going nowhere these last 4 months, she waited till after they did the little promo thing on their channel of her tin can, and she got her ass back in the van so that when people who watched Tiny Homes saw her, I'm trying to get this right, me and this hand, would see her back in the van. Because otherwise, what would it have looked like for you to be a van lifer and you sitting up at Charlene's house? So now she done got back in the van, and she walking around this empty ass park, starting the whole begging thing over. She is like a broken record. So because she's seen new subscribers come over, she's now telling them that she is a victim of trauma and how she don't talk to her family, as if that is a badge of courage. I don't understand that. That's nothing to brag about, that you don't even have relationships with your family. That really says a lot. Because all your family ain't bad, because your siblings grew up in the same house with you, and if you had trauma, so did they. I'm just like, I don't get it. So she's out here by herself telling them how she had trauma and how she had to walk away from her family, and how, you know, please watch the videos because she goes live like that because that's how she makes money, and that's what she lives off of, is her YouTube money. But now, if that's the case, what the hell was you living off of when you was at Miss Charlene's house? Because you wasn't going live for 4, 5, 6 hours. You wasn't doing videos every day, 2 and 3 times a day like you're doing now. So how is it that you managed to stay at Miss Charlene's house for 4 months and not beg and not do videos, but you say you paid for all your stuff? Girl, stop. Stop it, stop it, stop it. You are a consummate liar. It makes no damn sense. So now you got the new begging for the new group of people. They dumb as hell if they give her some money. Because even on this walk, as she talked about leaving her family and begging and looking like this, she started talking about getting a new van. She don't know if she wants a brand new van or me and my friends. Does she want a new van? If she wants to get a used one, she might even get a school bus. Can y'all see her in a damn school bus? Or a box truck? She's not sure. If people see a school bus or a box truck or a van she can stand up in, let her know. As if somebody's seen one in Maine, she was going to drive her ass over there and go. And this is my issue. I started looking, first I looked at tiny homes because I was just interested, and I love the way a lot of them decorated, and I was interested in it. And from there, I seen this young lady who was living in her car. Then from the car, I ended up seeing people who were living in vans, and that's how I ended up stumbling up on her. But this is what I don't understand. I like Nomadic Introvert. Now she has gone to, she's from Michigan. She has driven from Michigan to Florida to all the way to Colorado, to Texas, to Nevada. Went to Jamaica just getting back. Left her van and went to Tennessee and flew back. You got Anthony. Who that sexy woman? Who that? You got Anthony. When I started watching Anthony, he was in a car. And now he has a really nice van. And if I'm not mistaken, he went to Japan and he just went to Dubai. And this guy was doing DoorDash when I first started watching him. So why is it that, and the guy, I forgot his whole name, but his Blue is in it. He travels everywhere. He has some of the most beautiful scenic views when he goes places. I mean, seriously, they are just awesome. So why is it that when we watch McNasty, all we see is the 25-cent store, Ross, every fast food place in whatever town she's in, and her nasty-ass van? The farther she's gone is the border of Nevada and California, then back to Arizona and back to Houston. It's just a big circle. But she claims she ain't scared. She ain't scared of nobody. She ain't scared to sleep out there by herself and all that. Then why the hell are you back in Houston? If you have so much freedom to go wherever you want, why not go someplace where it was warm? Like, you could have drove to Florida. And don't say you don't have the money. You bought an expensive-ass MacBook, which has anybody seen her use it? Because I never seen her use a computer before the Mac. She does all her stuff on the phone as far as videos. So my thing is, ma'am. Who that? Y'all see, I'm going to get my tooth fixed January 9th. I have oral surgery scheduled. Oh, sorry, y'all. And how did I break that? From eating a Now later. Yeah. Very dramatic. Eating something I didn't really need to eat. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't understand why she can't do nothing. And she always says she don't have no money. But we've watched her waste money. That $500 she spent on Kim Kardashian underwear, she could have went to Florida with. All the food that she buys, I know she eat probably $1,000 worth of fast food and restaurant food in a month. Okay, so somebody tell me, why did I dye my hair that color? Somebody should have grabbed me and shook me. My son looks so bummy. And Mimi ain't got no hair in the back of her head then. That was when I graduated with my master's. Yeah, my master's. But yeah, I'm like, who told you to dye your hair that blonde? Girl, if I put photos on here of the saga of Deborah and the hairdos, y'all would be rolling. I might do that one day. Because I'll be looking at myself like, who did that to you? And why was you outside looking like that? But I could be worse. I could be a person that don't comb their hair. But yeah, I'm just like, she doesn't do anything. Now, you're back in Houston, and this is the 5th time you've been at the same park. You couldn't have found a new park to go to Texas is a big ass state. Why did you go back to this place that you claimed you were leaving because there was nothing keeping you there? You don't talk to your family that lives there, and you have one friend, but we ain't seen you go visit her yet. So why not go to a new place in Texas and try out new parks? You know, or go someplace new in Arizona. She could have went to, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. It starts with an S. I cannot think of it, but it's beautiful there. Or you could have went to the Grand Canyon. How come you hadn't gone to places that are really great places to see? You could have went to the Grand Canyon is awesome. You could have went up there and camped for a week. I mean, is it Sedona? Sedona. I think it's Sedona, Arizona. Beautiful, beautiful. There is so much great scenery there, rivers, the rock formation and all that. There are places that she could have went and really took her subscribers to see some beautiful spots. How do I know? Because I've been there. But yet you're back in Houston doing the same shit you did before. The 25-cent store and going to Ross to buy stuff that you don't need. Because you got all those clothes packed in that van, and yet we've seen you in the same outfit for 4 days. It's mind-boggling to me why she does the things she do. I'm like, you don't wash, and the bathroom is, what, 100 feet from you? And you won't change your clothes, but you probably got 75 outfits in there. So we know if you didn't wash your ass or change your clothes, you ain't brushed your teeth. But yet you out here walking around the park doing a damn video. Help me understand. And then she told a story about losing her sister. I'm so sorry that the family lost one. The mom and father lost their child, and the siblings lost their sister. But she died from cancer in a 4th stage. You with the eye and the throat and all that, how do you know that's not something that's hereditary in your family? And one would think that after you had a sibling that had that you would keep a better eye on your own health. But you told your subscribers that you're doing natural stuff, which they ain't seen you do since you left. Oh my God, you quit doing it before you even left Quartzsite. I mean, you always say you're doing stuff and you're really not. It's almost like, I don't know. It's almost like you got ADHD or something, because you start stuff and then you don't finish, or you got 57 things going on at one time. I just don't understand a woman that's 56 that cares nothing about herself. It is, and you can't. And this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to actually give you some. I'm going to say advice from a person that works in the mental health field. If you're 56 and you feel like you don't want to wash for a week, or change your clothes, or brush your teeth, or comb your hair, or want to take care of your body as far as health is concerned, and your eyes as far as health is concerned, the vehicle you live in, all that rolls up that says that there is something going on with you, and the trauma that you went through, you have not resolved it. You say you're not a victim. Well, I can say this. You surely have not become a victor, because everything you do shows that you still, excuse me, you're still dealing with that trauma, because a healthy-minded person would not do that. Yeah, we go without a bath for a day or so, but we don't get on YouTube and let people know. I mean, most people who have a vehicle know they got to have maintenance done. And definitely most of us who are getting older know that we need to keep up on our bodies, because they are not 20 years old anymore. So everything that you do, your whole behavior says, I am not victorious in the area of my trauma. And I know you're not going to do it. But in 2024, if you're going to do anything, instead of getting on YouTube and begging and acting like God is your sugar daddy and wanting people to give you money to do frivolous stuff like go to Ross and all that kind of stuff, why don't you take the money and go see a doctor? Why don't you make 2024 the year that you work on you versus you worrying about getting a van? What sense would it make for you to get a van if you ain't healthy enough to be in there driving it? Here's some of my classmates. Yeah, so why don't you make the year 2024 the year of you? I challenge you to do that. Now, you say you don't watch my videos, but I'm going to see if you do any of this, because it seems like when I say something a few weeks later, you're doing it. So I'm going to challenge you to go see somebody about your health, physical health, and your mental health. And I tell you what, you get those two in line, then you will be victorious. You won't be a victim. And maybe in the process of doing all that, you won't look to others to take care of you, because there is something in being able to take care of yourself and stand on your own 2 feet. There's freedom in that. You should never get to a point where you literally have to depend on strangers to take care of you, and you do it by begging. That's not a job. It's not an occupation. And if you're such a smart woman, as you say, and you know so much, and you have so many big dreams and things you want to do, girl, you're 56. Smart people don't sit on YouTube and beg. If you're going to write the book, write the book. I mean, time is running out. Successful people are not on YouTube begging. The ones who have made money on YouTube, made real money, it wasn't because they had a begging channel. They had content that other people wanted to watch. It was their family. It was fashion. You know, whatever it is that people like watching. Heck, you got the channel that I like to watch, Phone Calls from Prison, and all they do is put phone calls from prison. That's all they do. And they're making fist over $1 now. So, I mean, why not use the skills and talents, and I have said this so many times, to really uplift yourself. You said Bob Wells said that haters, which I guess would be me and the others, and trolls, and I guess I'm in that line too, are never doing better than you. But that's not true. Everybody's doing better than you. Even the least of us who's not, you know, mega millionaires. So my thing is, elevate yourself. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Quit leaning on the trauma that you had as a child to try to get you through. And this was another horrible hairstyle, child. It was supposed to be, you know how people was wearing their hair gray? Don't laugh, y'all. Don't laugh. I know. Yeah. I think each year I do some crazy, ugly hairstyle. I had to laugh at myself. But yeah, why don't you take yourself more seriously? Why don't you be successful at something before you leave this earth? And don't let it be begging. Don't let it be that is your contribution to society, is that you've begged enough money to get you a van and a plot of land. And then I'm still trying to figure out, if you get the van and a plot of land, you're going to beg for people to help you buy the stuff to do whatever you want on the land and to build this tiny house that you want and all that. I don't know how you feel proud about that. I don't even know how you feel good about yourself If I got to beg somebody to do for me, that's not a proud moment. At least not for me. So yeah, that's some free, unsolicited advice that I've given you. And, you know, advice is like buttholes. Everybody got one. So you don't have to take it. But I thought I'd be nice enough to give it. All right. Bye, y'all.